All right. For now, we want to cross over to Kabete and listen to the DPP Kariako Tobiko. He's making a statement. Today is a day that the judiciary, really, and all the institutions involved are going to be taking stock of his office. So let's just cross over there and listen in.
The greatest admiration to each one of you. I take credit always for your achievements, and I blame you always for any shortcoming. So for me, it's a win-win situation. I can therefore say, so that I can, this doesn't become the key speech, that in the last 6 years we've been in operation, ODPP has laid a strong and firm foundation to enable it to be and operate as it has been as a robust, efficient, independent, and effective prosecution service. That is truly world-class. I think, and I say this without any fear of contradiction, that we match any prosecuting authority, even in the most developed of jurisdictions. This notwithstanding, we don't sit on our laurels. There is still a lot to be done, improvements to be made, and we are committed to working on all those areas to make ourselves even better, so that instead of just winning awards locally, look forward to one day being recognized by the African Prosecutors Association and International Prosecutors Association. Now, coming back to today's convention, the theme is a topical subject, a subject that is critical, ensuring integrity in electoral justice. And this is coming just a couple of, actually a month or so to the general election. We all know, and our wounds are still raw, what happened in 2007, 2008, and these cannot and should not be allowed to happen. We must ensure, and the Constitution does entitle Kenyans to a free, fair, and credible election. That cannot be a free and fair and credible result if it is tainted with corruption, violence, and lack of integrity. So it's absolutely important, and it is on all of us, particularly the prosecutors and the other law enforcement agencies, to play our role and to ensure that our election results reflect truly and truthfully the will of the people. The will of the people will be subverted if the results are corrupted or tainted. It is, however, and it is not just for IEBC to ensure and deliver a fair and credible election. It is a collective responsibility, beginning, of course, with the voters themselves on the issue of integrity. The voters do have responsibility to make wise decisions in who you elect. It doesn't really speak well about you if you elect tainted and corrupt leaders, and then you turn around and blame Chebukati for clearing them. So as voters, it is really, you get what you deserve. If you elect corrupt and tainted leaders, then don't turn around and blame others, blame yourself. So the voters have a critical responsibility. The candidates themselves have a responsibility to ensure that they observe and respect the law in the carrying out of their campaigns, in their conduct, and to abhor use of violence and hate speech. The law enforcement agencies and the justice agencies, and this includes ODPP, have also a great responsibility to apply the law fairly, firmly, and impartially we should not discriminate. There are no sacred cows. There should be no sacred cows. It does not matter who commits the offense. It does not matter which party he or she belongs to. The law is blind and must be enforced without selective discrimination. Civil society and faith-led organizations play a role, and they have been playing a role, and we acknowledge. IBC itself, as the umpire, the referee, must be firm in applying the law, must be fair, impartial, and must also be transparent and accountable, and must enforce the electoral code of conduct without fear or favor. The media, represented here, plays a critical role, and particularly in ensuring that their coverage is unbiased, it is equitable and fair. And you have an obligation not to broadcast and sensationalize the utterances that will inflame and incite the public. Lastly, the top political leadership in this country, they have a huge responsibility. By virtue of their own positions, they occupy elevated position in society, and they also then must have elevated and huge responsibilities on their shoulders. Our top leadership must ensure that the restrained and responsible in their utterances. It's absolutely necessary for our top leadership to ensure that. But more importantly, and this again I think it is absolutely important, our top leadership must respect independent institutions. And when I'm talking about top leadership, it is across the political divide. It does not matter whether you belong to Jubilee or you belong to NASA or any other of those political parties. You must respect independent institutions. You must respect IBC. You must respect the law enforcement agencies. You must respect security agencies. You must respect the courts. You must respect the ODPP. You must respect oversight authorities. You must respect the Office of Auditor General, whether you like his findings or you don't. You must. It cannot be, and this is the trend in this country. Independent institutions only get praised when they make decisions that favor you. Right? They are praised. But when they make the same independent institution, and I'm not saying we should not be criticized, because we are accountable. When we make decisions that are not favorable to your interest, or seemingly not favorable to your interest, we're not there to serve any political interest. It does not matter how much you disagree with our decision. You must respect our decision. The greatest threat, and we're talking about lack of trust, public trust, and confidence. If you constantly scandalize, besmirch, denigrate independent institutions, and independent institutions are the greatest protectors for our rule of law and good governance. And as we move into the elections, our top leadership must commit themselves to respecting the decisions, actions of independent constitutional bodies and organs. If you are aggrieved by their decisions, there is a mechanism in law to challenge. Don't go into public barazas, funerals, and scandalize them. For ODPP, I confirm and reconfirm our commitment to playing our role firmly and effectively, without fear or favor, to ensure that we are fully prepared, as we are. Today we will be unveiling the team of prosecutors who have been handling these cases. And by the way, arising out of the just concluded process of registration and nomination, 57 cases, 78 matters were received. That resulted in 57 cases involving 97 individuals, and these include a governor, senator, MP, MCA, and so on and so forth. And thanks to the Chief Justice has empaneled a team of 90 plus special magistrates to hear election and election-related cases on a day-to-day basis. And there is no longer any reason for delay in the conclusion of these cases. And the DPP, I have empaneled this group of men and women who will be prosecuting whoever commits an offense speedily and effectively, and without fear or favor. The investigating authorities have done likewise. Mohoro, the DCI, has also empaneled a specialized division of prosecutors. This should serve as a warning to all and sundry that we will be there and we will deal with you if you should violate the law. That is our commitment as ODPP in ensuring electoral justice. To conclude, I wish to express our gratitude to the U.S. government, Your Excellency, and you are with us in the first convention in 2012. You are with us in the second convention in 2014, supported us, and has, again, you have supported us hugely in both in material and technical ways for this convention. Through you, Your Excellency, convey our greatest appreciation to your Ministry of Justice and to your government. You really have truly been partners, and I think they deserve a clap. And I think I will be remiss if I don't mention here, and pardon me, Your Excellency, Bill Naros. Where, please, I think. Bill has been with us, is the resident legal advisor. The U.S. Embassy in Nairobi, has been here for 2.5 years, and I understand today is his last day, and we'll be traveling back tonight. We shall miss you, and please come back. And we appreciate you have engaged and you work together with my officers. I think you know more about ODPP than I do, and we appreciate you. Just as your predecessors also, we've worked closely with them in all areas, including corruption, anti-corruption, counter-terrorism, and so on and so forth. I also wish to thank the U.S. government, the German government through GIZ for being a true partner and helping us here to support this convention. And finally, the Kenya School of Government, this beautiful institution with this beautiful facility. Without them working, and Dr. Nura, please convey our gratitude to Dr. Chwer. You really have, without your participation, this event would not otherwise have materialized. We thank you, and we thank this institution. In addition, you train our officers both for management and senior leadership courses. We shall soon be engaging with you on how we can establish a prosecutors institute within your beautiful premises. I thank you all, and once again, and welcome you and wish you fruitful deliberation. Thank you and God bless you.